Hey everyone, Gallifrey497 here. Welcome to today's merchandise rundown video, catching up on two big releases for the figure range and the collection. We've got 5 new figures coming to B&M stores, and Season 17 has been announced as part of the next release in the Doctor Who Classic Blu-ray collection range. I'll be giving a quick rundown on all of these. I've had to use alternative sources as currently all the Doctor Who social media accounts are down. I presume this is for Series 13 promotional material. Currently, there's no official website. The YouTube channel, the video's been privatised, and the Twitter accounts saying that they don't exist. So hopefully they do come back. I thought I'd give my kind of quick reviews on all of this. Obviously, when they come out, hopefully tracked on the B&M sets, and when the collection range comes in the post, I'll be able to do sort of unboxing review type videos, like a more in-depth thing. But I just thought I want to give my quick initial thoughts. Let's start off with the B&M Doctor Who figures. We've got 5 new sets. I'll start off in chronological order. So the first one we got is the First Doctor and TARDIS from Unearthly Child. This is a re-release. There's quite a lot of tweaks to it. So it was obviously originally released with like Film Planet in like 2010, 2011. So it comes in the First Doctor with his outfit from An Unearthly Child, a repainted version with no cape this time. It's still got the scarf and a different coloured trousers. And we've also got the TARDIS. Now this looks a bit more beaten and battened up compared to like the original version. The St. John ambulance sticker is half off, so you can kind of make out as a St. John ambulance, but kind of not. But the main thing is the new tooling for the more accurate top section of the TARDIS with the lamp as well. I do like this new version. It does feel like it's been in a junkyard. It feels worn and weathered compared to like the original, which is like crystal clear and really clean. This is a really great opportunity if you never got these figures, as obviously they're overpriced now on eBay and quite rare to get. So it gives people the perfect chance to get it at a retail price with a few new changes. Then we have 2 History of the Daleks sets coming out. So the first one is number 6, which is Eve of the Daleks. The first is the Imperial Guard Dalek, which guards the Dalek Emperor. This is really nice to get this now, as people have now seen Eve of the Daleks through the animation. The Imperial Dalek Guard's eye is closed in, the kind of closed-in variation, which we've seen in all of the History of Dalek sets for the 60s ones. Probably the last one now, as obviously we'll be going into 70s territory. And also a standard Silver Dalek with the 1970s pupil, which actually debuted in Eve of the Daleks, I believe with the Omega Beta Alpha Daleks. So it's really nice to have a figure that has that kind of transition point between the 60s and 70s, obviously when they returned in Day of the Daleks. But yeah, it'd be great to have another Imperial Dalek, sort of beef that army up, and yeah, it gives us a unique Silver Dalek. And next we're skipping to 8 because we already have Day of the Daleks from earlier this year. We now have the History of Daleks set 8, Planet of the Daleks. Now this just features 2 standard metal grade Daleks. A lot of people are hoping for the Supreme Dalek or the Invisible Dalek, which was released at the Toys R Us set. This is a great thing for like iron building, as they are basically the same. There's quite a few different variations. We've got the new moulded eye sculpt, which got 4 blue bigger grids in the middle. The bottom section, we've got a silver lining at the top, and the gun's been painted as shiny silver. I think a lot of people are hoping, similar to the First Doctor and TARDIS set, to kind of get a re-release of figures which are rare to track down now. Maybe they'll come out eventually at some point, maybe in a Capture One exclusive, who knows. But for now, we've got a really great army builder. On to the final 2 figure sets, which are 3 packs. And they do both connect, as they both have similar figures in them. So the first one is the Earthshock 1982 collector figure set. This features the 5th Doctor with like mud variation on the trousers and the side. But the must-buy for this set is the cyber androids who guard the bomb in the story. Speaking of the bomb, we do get the bomb accessory, which is a really awesome touch. I've seen photos from reviews and it looks really detailed, really authentic. We also get a lot of swappable hands, which is great because usually we get these like the Marvel Legend figures. You see a lot of like different hand stuff. So it's great that Character Watch kind of gave these ones more hands. Obviously, there's a lot of different posability when there's either attacking, with the purple lasers, kind of hands in the story and stuff. It'd be weird to have another 5th Doctor figure on the shelf. I think a lot of people are hoping for like another companion. But similar to the Vorge and the Keys of Marinus, it isn't just a standard sort of black paint. There's kind of different things of matte black and glossy black for the helmet. Like the helmet looks like it really shines. Yeah, I'm really pleased to be getting these and put alongside the Earthshock Cybermen. Which leads on to the final set of this way, which is another 3 pack, which is the 5 Doctors 1983 collector set. So there'll be 2 variations of this set. The 2 figures you'll definitely get, whether you get each version or not, is the Third Doctor in his beautiful jacket and creamy red coat. There's also been some new tooling. So the frilly shirt, which was seen on the 4th Doctor Regenerated figure, that's been retooled to give this variation, and this opens up now a load of new variations for the Third Doctor from different stories. So if we get any Third Doctor sets, I imagine we'll be getting a lot more variants now. So he looks dazzling, and because we've got these cyber androids, if you paint it silver and change some hands, you get the Raston warrior robot. And he's got some really cool poses. Quite funny to see what different poses people put him in. From the iconic scene where he takes down all the Cybermen. And then onto the figure, which will have a variation. So you'll either get a Cyber Leader version, which is a must figure, which I'm really happy to be getting, because obviously a lot of people have wanted this since the Earthshock sign was released back in the day. But also there's another variation of this set which would change that for the standard Cyberman. Now I really wish they'd put the Cyber Leader in the Earthshock set instead of getting another 5th Doctor variant. Then that allowed people to sort of get 2 variations. I have to track like 2 variations of another set. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Like the B&M sets are hard to track down. So whether or not you'll be getting this one or the other one, obviously I'm sure a lot of people try and get both, because the Cyber Leader would be the must buy, but also having another Earthshock Cybermen, again like the Daleks, you can't say no to more Daleks or Cybermen on the shelf. I think it's probably the one to like struggle to track the most, I reckon. But hopefully people will get the ones they want at the end of the day. Very exciting wave to come. There's a rough kind of thing. It'll be by the end of the year, maybe end of October, beginning of November. We'll have to wait and see. But let me in the comment section below what your favourite ones are. So I'll be picking them all up and hopefully doing a big one video review on them when I eventually get my hands on them. And finally, onto the Blu-ray release. So we now have Doctor Who Season 17 coming to the collection. This was announced with a new trailer, which was newly shot, which had Davros being rescued by the Daleks and a great new speech. This was David Goodison coming back to the role in audio form. Really awesome that he came back to film this specially shot, a very cinematic thing. There was a really cool transition between Skaro and Davros' eye. I would show you an image, but you can see the trailer once hopefully it's back on the Doctor Who official YouTube channel. We've got Lee Bindings, amazing artwork again. Tom in his iconic kind of green coat, holding his hat, saying hello to everybody. You've got the City of Death machine in the back, illuminating all this kind of like scientific energy, and we've got a really great display of variation of monsters. This feels like most of the monsters have been included in this. Front and centre we've got a Dalek, then we've got Davros on the left, we've got Myra Francis' character Ad Astra from The Creature from the Pit, Jagroth from the City of Death, a Naimon from the Horns of Naimon, and then a Mandrill. Booklet cover is from Destiny of the Daleks. It's amazing thing of the Doctor and Romana version 2, played by Lala Walsh, debuts in the season. Running through Skaro, we've got Dalek on the left, and we've got some villains on the right. Very cinematic. And the front cover of where the booklet is kept is from the Horns of Nine. We've got the Doctor peering out with K9. And this have various images relating to what story. This season includes Destiny and the Daleks. I think it's a really good Dalek story. Probably not one of the best, but I enjoy it. I did rewatch it quite recently. I watched it now that I'm older. You can notice more of kind of like the dodgy kind of bits and bobs. The Daleks look a bit knackered. There's some really funny extras. City of Death, which is one of those stories that are kind of like the most recommended from like the classic fans. It's this great romp in Paris. They're filming in actual Paris, which really makes a difference. Creature from the Pit, which I think I've only seen once. So there's a few stories in this. So Nightmare on Eden and the Horns of Naimon. Those are the next 2, which I think the 3, which are kind of like, I think a lot of people would like to like kind of revisit. I think Nightmare on Eden is probably really great. Horns of Naimon, again, as I say, if you view it from like a comedy lens, it is quite funny. And also, the missing story, Shada, will be included. So, a couple of years back, it was completed for animation, all the bits they didn't get to film due to strikes at the BBC. And that was a feature-length release. However, with this, it will be going back to an original format. So, it'll be re-edited to be a 6-parter instead of one big, long feature-length thing. So, that's going to be very excited to view it how it would have been traditionally seen. And to round off, let's take a look at all the new special features. So we've got brand new documentaries, including a new making of for Destiny of the Daleks, a new featurette for Creature from the Pit. When I rewatched Destiny, I was like, where's the documentary? But they didn't do one. So now it's kind of filling in the gaps for all these documentaries. Tom Talks, a candid interview with Tom Baker, as he gives a unique take on life, the universe and everything. So that's going to be Tom and his glory. I'm really looking forward to that. A Douglas Adams tribute. Friends and colleagues remember the Doctor Who writer / script editor and creator of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Great to have like that talent who obviously went on to do Hitchhikers and that to do a script editing and writing thing on Doctor Who. Matthew Sweet's doing another In Conversation. This time it's with Bob Baker, half writer of Nightmare of Eden and various other Doctor Who stories, co-creator of K9 and one of the creative forces behind Wallace and Gromit. 3 new lineups for Behind the Sofa. So we've got Colin Baker and Matthew Waterhouse on one sofa, Katie Manning and Nicola Bryant on another, and June Hudson, Graham Harper and Matt Irvine on the other. You've got a Doctor, companions. June Hudson was a costume designer. Graham Harper went on to direct Doctor Who, and Matt Irvine's done most of the effects. They're always a lot of fun. Doctor Who's version of Gogglebox, and it is amazing as it sounds. Lala Ward interview, an extensive interview discussing her first year on the programme. I believe snippets of this have been released on like the DVD releases. However, this time we're getting like a extended version and sort of stuff we probably haven't seen before. Nightmare of Eden is the story which is getting the updated special effects. Destiny of the Daleks already has had an updated special edition version, so I'm sure that probably would have been the one if it hadn't, but obviously they've done that for the DVD range. So Nightmare of Eden will be the second story to get that. I really enjoyed Nightmare of Eden, so I'm glad that's the one that's been chosen. Sharda, an updated version of the Lost story, which obviously was lost but now completed, enhanced with animation and presented in 6 parts for the very first time. As I said, the 2017 version, a special length version with no cliffhangers or whatever. This will be included in the original 1992 VHS version, which had Tom narrating the bits in between, and of course the feature length 2017 version will be included as well. Exclusive new audio commentaries, so we've got Tom Baker on episodes of Destiny of the Daleks and City of Death, and Lala Ward and Catherine Scale on City of Death. Got an extended episode of Creature from the Pit Part 3, an early cut. Whether this was included on the DVD, I'm not too sure. The Blu-ray trailer, a familiar face, returns in a brand new mini episode of Classic Doctor Who, so the one that was released on YouTube, which is not available but will be back at some point. 5.1 surround sound for Destiny and Sharda. Rare gems from the archives, including material covering the promotion of the series. One of my favourites is probably the Tom Baker filmed teasing the return of the Daleks, which is a specially shot thing, which is a lot of fun. Just Tom Baker on his own in a jungle being talked to by a random voice. It's brilliant if you haven't seen it. Convention footage of Tom Baker in 1997 and loads of great stuff, including HD photo galleries, production subtitles, script, costume designs, rare BBC production files and other rarity from our PDF archive material and lots more. I'm very happy this season's coming. Some real highlight stories from this. Got Dalek story, City of Death, which is again one of those iconic stories. Amazing that Shard is being included as well, now re-edited to be a 6-parter how it was originally intended. To be interested to see how that affects the viewability of the story. And the 3 kind of middle stories which I kind of overlooked a bit. And a lot of people would be like, they're not the greatest of Who. I think it'd be a great thing, like they did with season 24, to kind of reevaluate certain stories and maybe shine a new light on them. So yeah, I'm very excited for this. I can't wait to add this to the collection. There probably will be a BFI screening. What that will be, who knows yet. This is coming early December. So it'll be in time for Christmas. So I know a lot of people will be doing in the lead up to Christmas when this comes in the post. So there you go, that's my rundown of all the new figures from B&M and the new collection release. What's your favourite figures? What's your favourite story from this season? All your thoughts, let me know in the comment section below. As always, you can please comment, like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Links to all the channel's social media stuff in the description below. Series 13 news or a trailer or something will be coming very shortly. I have a feeling with all the kind of trailers that have been released on the TV and there's some some Taran images. Something's on its way. So whenever and wherever it arrives, be sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any of that and all my coverage, reactions and trailer edits and news videos on Series 13. But until then, thank you very much for watching. Bye bye!